Moon, 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 oh, you shine so bright. Got that crypto fever, keep me up all night. Investing in the mean, taking a thrilling ride. Moon, 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 we're reaching new heights. Trading in the darkness, taking all the risk. Watching those numbers climb and feeling the bliss. Moon, 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 you got me in a trance. Hope this meme coin journey never ends. Oh, what a chance. Rolling the dice, hoping for that lucky spin. Oh, what a chance. You got my heart win. With every transaction, I'm feeling so alive. Oh, what a chance. You make my spirit fly. Oh, what a chance. You make my spirit fly. Oh, what a chance. Rolling the dice, hoping for that lucky spin. Oh, what a chance. You got my heart win. With every transaction, I'm feeling so alive. Oh, what a chance. You make my spirit fly. Oh, what a chance. You make my spirit fly. Moon, 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 oh, you shine so bright. Got that crypto fever, keep me.
What is going on, Twitter Spaces? I hope that you're ready for today's show. It's been some time. I got lots to talk about. I got lots to share. Hopefully, you guys are ready for what I'm throwing down. We are back from Abu Dhabi and Dubai. Many things going on over there. Binance Blockchain Week. We had the TON conference going on. Lots to share with you guys. We'll get this party started in just a couple of moments, so stick around and listen to your favorite track, Moon, Moon, Moon.
You got my heart win. With every transaction, I'm feeling so alive. Oh, what a chance. You make my spirit fly.
Am I just being rocked? I'm not hearing any moon track. But all right, we are back.
I'm muted by accident. I don't know how it works anymore. All right, before I start pressing like the wrong buttons, let's just get into this bad boy right now. Yeah, let's go. NUMA Talks, decentralized AI. This is my passion point. That's what I'm going to be talking about. That's what I've been writing about. That's what I've been dreaming about. That's what I've been identifying as probably the most important part of our future. And I want to build it. And I want to build it with you guys. And I want to bring this into a super reality. It's not going to be easy. We're fighting against giants, but I've never been as scared of giants. So let's kick this show off. Like always, I have my trusted co-host, my bestie, my pal. You know him as Remote Cryptoverse, or maybe you don't. Maybe you know him as Louie Dog. Maybe you know him as Lulu. Maybe you know him as Lewis. There's many names that he goes by, but all of them are pretty dope, and he's pretty dope. Welcome to the show. We're back and kicking. Remote Lulu Lewis, how are you doing, my friend? It has been some time. It has been way too long. How are you, brother?
Hey everyone, it's good to be back on NUMA Spaces again. I'm so stoked to have you guys returning back from Abu Dhabi, Dubai, all the massive Web3 events that is happening in the Middle East. I'm just excited as the community are curious to find out what's been cooking on the other side while you guys are attending the in real life events. And also on top of that, not forgetting the epic clash, the UFC event. Wow, that must be a live event that you guys are so fortunate to catch, but I could only watch it from the mobile phone on Twitter X. So lots of exciting things. as we all know, things are really, really starting to cook as we are. This week will be a big week because we are all just curious about who's going to win the upcoming US elections. Is it going to be Trump or is it going to be Kamala Harris? I do not know. But all we know is that we have been preparing, doing our research, building through the bear markets. Really exciting times, I must say. And the rewards will all go to those who are patient. So can't wait to get this show started for episode 13. So throwing the mic over to you, Numa. How was it at UFC 308? Like the live event, right? Like, will take us through that before we kickstart into the meats and potatoes because I'm curious.
Bang. Yeah. So if you don't know, every year for the past 3 years, I've gone out to Abu Dhabi to take in the events. And this year was obviously no different. It just so happened that there was events going on within our space, so I could couple them together. I went with a little bit of a crew, including my kids. And we'll quickly kick off on the aftermath of UFC 308. What an incredible card. Absolutely silly, amazing event. Obviously, before the event, I know where the fighters are staying. So we got to meet quite some fighters before the actual event happened. So we met the Polish fighter, Mateus, who happened to win. Now, funny note, the first UFC 3 years ago, another Polish fighter, Mateusz Gamrot, was fighting. And we went to meet him, but he wasn't so friendly, and then he lost the fight. And the reason why I'm bringing up Polish fighters, because our designer, he always comes with me on these events, and he is from Poland. And so because Gamrot didn't say hello, we're pretty sure he lost. And so the other Mateus, the other Polish fighter, he did come, and he was excited to meet us. He was so thrilled that there was a Polish speaker there, and he hit it off with our designer. And when we turned around from meeting him, we both said he's definitely going to win now because, sorry, I don't know.
Wait a minute.
Sorry, I might have got cut off. There was a call.
Back.
Yeah, I'm here. So we definitely, we went to him and said, you're definitely going to win because you gave us a chance to chat and talk. And sure enough, he won the fight. But pre-UFC, we met a lot of the fighters. I met Chimaev. With my son. There was also, what is it called? Super Slap Mania, whatever it is that Dana White's putting on. We met all the champions in Power Slap, that's what it's called. So they were all at the hotel as well. So that was fun meeting, the crazy Hawaiian who is like 7,000 pounds and just absolutely massive. But what a pleasure to meet that guy. Met Chimaev, met, a whole slew of different fighters. We met Max Holloway, but let me tell you something. This guy, Ilya Tapourier, he was walking through the frickin' hotel without a shirt on, covered in tattoos, 55 security guards, and it was only me and my son in the lobby. I walked up and I said, yo, can me and my boy get a picture with you, Ilya? And his wife had to turn to my boy and say, I'm so sorry, no. And so then I was just on a path of destruction for this guy. I wanted to fight him before the UFC 308. Like, what a guy. I've never met a fighter so rude in my life. And so we just had it out for this guy. We met Max literally 5 minutes later. He's cutting weight and he always has a problem. And he stopped for my son, took a picture with my boy, and we chatted a little bit. What a legend. What an amazing dude. But anyways, met lots of fighters. It was all good. It was all fun. And then the night of the event, Dasha Day, myself, and our designer, our Polish power designer, all made it to the event. We snuck into the floor seats for the first 6 fights, which was absolutely amazing to be 4 rows back from the event. Obviously, the floor is reserved for those super rich, and so they don't come until later, so it was perfect for us. So that was fun, but then our tickets weren't that bad either. It was where the fighters, after the fight, exit the arena, and so we had it right on the edge. We were able to talk to some guys. And pre-show, we did a space, and we had Jeff Neal on Friday, who was in the lobby of the event, stopped by our space, and we chatted with him. And what an incredible guy. What a fun interview. Really, really great. I have a couple of stories of the aftermath after the fight with him as well. But anyways, we get to the event where we're taking in the fights. It's amazing to see Bruce Buffer there, yelling it loud, it's time. So that was a lot of fun, really enjoyable. But as the fights went on, you obviously had Shurav, the Russian kickboxer with only one eyeball. We also met him, and I took a picture of him. Maybe I'll post it on my Soze account so you can see this guy's eyeball and how badass this guy looks. But anyways, at the fighter, like every event, they have like the open workouts where you can see the guys train a little bit before the fight in a public place, and they do it at the Abu Dhabi big mall. And so Sheriff was doing this move where he would start with one spinning back elbow, come back around with another back elbow, and it looks like a crazy cool move, but it looks like a move out of a video game. Anyways, third round, this guy throws that and hits and knocks this guy out with a double spinning elbow. It's the first one of its kind. It's the first one ever that I've seen in any event. And I've been a Muay Thai kickboxer. I've been seeing fights forever. This guy lands it clean, knocks the other guy out. He came to the post-fight press conference and said that move is called the double bullet. His nickname is the Bullet, so that move is now officially called the double bullet. It was a badass knockout. But anyways, so the fights go on. We have great seats. Jeff Neal, who was on our space on the Friday, is fighting RDA, a legend, a former champion, and this is a big step up in competition for this guy. Anyways, he wins the fight. And so because I was right on the row where the fighters were coming out, I had a beer ready for him. And as he was walking, he saw me, and I went to hand him a beer. And the security guard said, "No, you can't grab it." And then he told me, "Hey, listen, meet me at the hotel after the fights." And so, what a gentleman, what a cool guy. So that was it. Couldn't give him his beer, whatever. Then we had the other fights, the big main event fights. We had Robert Whitaker and Chimaev. Oh my God. So Robert Whitaker, everybody thought that he broke his jaw with a choke, but it was just his four front teeth that he knocked out of his mouth with a choke. Never mind a punch, but it was a choke. So yeah, that's not really funny, but it's scary. I'm giggling in fear of this man. So I have a video as well of him leaving the arena, and he was just jumping up and down like a crazy ape. So that was a crazy fight. I didn't see that coming that easily because he was moving up in weight. And then you obviously had the main event. The main event was my boy Max and Max Holloway and Ilia Topuria. I was so ready for Max to bring a beating, and he was doing absolutely incredible the first couple of rounds. But leading into the third round, he got caught. Just like Ilia said he would get caught and be the first to knock out Max. It happened. And I think that that's really an important thing to look at. When you visualize things and you really look and believe things before they happen, then often they happen that way. And so Ilia got it done. I don't like the guy. I think he's a horrible human being, but he's an incredible fighter. So good job, Ilia. We met Max the day after the fights, eating some ice cream, and me and my boy hung out with him for a little bit. He's the nicest guy ever. His family's nice. His crew is nice. It was just me and my boy, no other fans around. We took some pictures. We talked about Hawaii. We talked about Portugal. Really, really cool guy. Probably some things coming out of the Max camp with me. I really liked him. I think he liked me as well. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that was fun. We met Jeff Neal at the pool, took a picture with him, talked about his win. Never got to share a beer with the guy, but that was fun. We talked to the Polish fighter afterwards as well at the pool. So it was quite the event. It was quite magical and quite amazing. And as you guys know, on the Friday, we talked about predictions. And I think we had a very, very big giveaway for anybody that could predict the outcome and the round of the last fight. And so, nobody got it. But that doesn't matter. Some people got pretty close. So I would just like to say shout out to some of the guys that got really close on this one. So the people that picked Ilya to win, with the foresight of that win, TWR Bug, we have Feld SFC, Jimmy Nakapai, David Degen, all of you guys picked Ilya, which is cool. And then we had 3 people that actually picked the round and picked how it was going to lose, but didn't pick the right fighter. So Richmond Hagen, man, you were close, bro. You picked the right round. You picked by KO, but you picked it for my boy Max. That's an honorable move. Smiley, you also, in G-Quinta, you guys picked the round, just picked the wrong fighter. But anyways, for all of you guys, the people that picked Ilya and the people that picked round 3 KO, we'll give you a scratch card today just because we love you and you deserve it, and thanks for participating. There was lots of people giving their insights there. My insight was Max Holloway 15-second into the first round knockout. I was clearly wrong. But anyways, we got lots going on. Other than that, we had the conferences that I'm not going to go into great detail of these conferences, but there's many, many things that are going on in the AI space, and a lot of people that we are talking to that you guys need to really know about, and you will know about in a short while. But on this show, I really want to talk about like the essence of decentralized AI, really try to communicate to you guys the importance of this industry, and why decentralization is probably one of the most important things in history, and we have to fight the good fight. I need to yell from the rooftops. I need to rally the troops, because it's a war worth fighting, and we're up against some pretty big, huge monsters in this centralized industry. And but I know we can do it. I know for a fact that we can do it. And when you guys see my white paper, you guys should have a pretty big boost in confidence that we can pull this off, because nobody's thinking about it the way that I'm thinking about it. And I think we can get this done. All right, Louis Dog, let's get into the, how do you say it? The turkey and mash?
Meats and potatoes.
Oh, I thought it was the
show.
turkey and mash, but it's the meat and potatoes. But yeah, that's the deal. Yeah, let's go for the turkey and mash, the meat and potatoes, the veggies and whatever. Let's go.
For sure. But I would also like to let our community know that not only you can catch this space live on X, you can also catch NUMA live that is streaming over on the other side on YouTube. So head over there. As you can see later, we will do the giveaways, the scratching of cards, and revealing the prizes in real time. And also, we have one of our community member right here in the midst of us. Her name is Omia. Twitter handle goes by Omia_rights, and her banner says that I can see Soze's neon green tracksuit because I'm also attending the YouTube streaming live. So that's Omia for you, and I'm going to bring her up on stage later. And of course, as you know it, repost and share this space so that more normies, VGens can join us. As you all know, we are all early and we are pre-reach, and we are going to make it in this cycle. So let's go into the mash, into the meats, and into the potatoes of this show. As we all know it, I think Ton is really cooking. I'm sorry, sorry to cut you, Numa.
I was just laughing, bro. I haven't muted my mic, so I'm not touching buttons today. I'm just laughing. I'm laughing not at you, but I'm laughing with you, man. I love the energy. I think it's great. And like you said, we're live on YouTube. I see all of you emoji slayers over there. Welcome to the show. Thank you for coming and stopping by. YouTube is going to be a big part of our future, but every platform is going to be a big part of our future. It's important for NUMA and yeah, doing what we do. But yeah, listen, man, if you hear some background noise from me, it's probably me giggling or burping or something. So continue, my friend.
And also, speaking of AI, we also have big 5 lucky winners to attend AI conference that is happening in Lisbon. See. So the 5 winners, we have already pinned up their Twitter handles right above here in the space. I would just take a very quick moment to run through the names. It's I, Noel, Turbob, Yes Sokel, Bill Kalakalada, and Tom UG9. So please hit us in the DMs on NUMA.social. Let us know if you can make it. If you can't make it, let us know too, so we can let other people attend this event. As we all know it, or you may also know it, the real magic happens in real life events. So hit us up in the DMs right away. And let's go into the main topic, AI decentralized market. We know that AI is going to cook in this super cycle. So why are you so bullish on building and providing this solution on NUMA? So over to you, NUMA.
Yeah, well, that's a very, very big question, and I'll tell you why it's big. It's not a matter of why I think that it is a going to cook or going to be a big thing. I think that it's the most important subject matter of our time. I really believe that if you look at the centralized model is broken. It's not favorable to mankind as a whole. It's not favorable to AI developers. It's not favorable to the research teams that are trying to build things. It is completely and utterly centralized and used to push only their narratives and their technology. It is now becoming incredibly expensive to test models, to verify models, to structure data, and to get the computational resources to run these models. And because of this, it's really, if you think about it right now, the demand on NVIDIA for their chips, which I think it's $1 billion a chip, I don't even know what it is, but it's absolutely insane, the demand for chips. The computational resources to run AI, it's non-existent. We don't have the resources to run AI. So you can think about it, it's going to go to the highest bidder. And the highest bidder is coming through centralized platforms like Amazon, like Microsoft, and these big centralized players. And so if we don't step up, blockchain and cryptocurrencies have created a way for us to combat centralized models. Unfortunately, we're focused on meme coins and NFTs and all of this stuff. Great, fun use cases for blockchain technology, just like when the internet came out, there was a website called Rate My Poo. I mean, the internet, very powerful thing, but people also used it for funny, crazy stuff that lots of people like to participate in. So great, these decentralized systems, smart contracts, and blockchain are used for many, many different use cases. But the power of these systems can really revolutionize how we decentralize and take away the monopolies of these big centralized entities. And so that's where my passion has always lied. That's where I'm very, very focused on. And now we're looking at the AI industry. Now, the AI industry, I've been in the decentralized AI space since 2016. So way before AI was hot. And there was a big following on trying to help us get to where we were going. And we weren't the only project. And we collaborated with every AI project because we all knew the importance of getting this done. Very few have made too much impact, but I'm going to change that. I'm very, very confident that the mix of talent on development and my viewpoint on how to build this with decentralized systems and community building, and with the niche, very specific niche of content creation and social media, I think that we might be able to do something very, very big. And regardless of how tough and hard it is, it's my obligation to do what I think is very, very important for the future. I don't know how many of you guys have kids out there, but when you have kids, your viewpoint on life really changes. I really think about what happens when I'm gone. And if I have the opportunity to fight the good fight, I'll do it even if I know the odds are not in my favor. And I think the odds are not in my favor. That's exactly what Elon thought when he was building electric cars and shooting rockets up into space. And he succeeded. So if he can do it, I feel like I can do it. I'm not comparing myself to him because he is absolutely a crazy, amazing maniac. But I feel that this is important and I'm going to take it on and I'm going to see it all the way through. And so are all of you guys, because you guys are at the forefront and you're going to understand with everything that we start putting out over the course of the next days, weeks, and months, you're going to understand the importance. And so I'm happy that we found you guys. I am happy that you're sticking around. And the main mission is to make sure that you can all benefit in an incredible way with this system. If you guys can't benefit from this, then we can't win. And so when you read the white paper in the coming days and you go through it with a fine-tooth comb, there's going to be lots that you don't understand. But the token economy and the value accrued system that blockchain and decentralized systems can give us, I think in this white paper details how everybody can get involved, everybody can extract value by giving value back to the system. So there's a lot of reasons why I'm very, very passionate about the subject. I can go into all kinds of different categories. I think we're going to have some AI experts on in the coming, in the coming spaces. I'm just trying to scroll through my white paper here just to kind of break down. Oh, that's not even it. But yeah, there's so many different reasons why you guys need to get on to decentralized AI. It's the future. We're all using it already in some kind of capacity, some kind of a way. We're all like viewing this content. And so yeah, that's some of the reasons behind it. And decentralization is definitely the case. We can bring costs of AI development down by like 60% by doing it a decentralized way. Right now, in the centralized way, it goes to the highest bidder, which is pricing out all of the universities, all of the students. And if you need the computational resources to test your algorithms, there's no possible way unless it's a decentralized way. So there's many reasons.
Awesome. I mean, AI is definitely here to stay, and we are actually living in the future is now, right? Like, I even see a video that's happening down in my home country, Singapore, that they are using AI to cook and make what is that? Like a local cuisine, like it's a Chinese noodles, but it's fully automated and it's being cooked by an AI robot back in my home country in Singapore. And that's crazy. And now we have AI agents. I've been speaking to several crypto founders, and now as you can see, probably in the Q1 of 2025, you will see different projects coming up to launch AI agents crypto. And I'm not going to name the blockchain, but just a few days ago, this blockchain announced a $9,000 grant for developers to create AI agents as well. So AI is definitely a hot narrative, and what we are building on NUMA, an AI decentralized marketplace to provide people with opportunities to grow on the social side of things, on the dev side of things. I think lots to cook on Ton, which is the super platform, as we all know it, the event that was happening in Dubai. I mean, it's crazy. The things that I've seen on the event at the Ton Gateway Conference was a huge success. The interest on Telegram mini apps is still high, and it's still the beginning, because why? The community of Ton is just so strong. And one of the craziest things that we have seen, they actually wrapped a Tesla Cybertruck in Ton. So recently, the founder of Telegram, Durov, have also announced and introduced 10 new features for mini apps to enable developers to create dozens of new kinds of apps and different games on Telegram, ranging from full screen mode, subscription plans, sending gifts, app monetization, and even playing AAA games on their mobile just by using Telegram. So NUMA building a decentralized marketplace on Ton, I think that's about to cook. So really excited, and we are still early. There
are so many things that we need to build here. Yeah. When it comes to agents, when you guys hear some of these terms, sometimes they're kind of used in a way that makes you a little bit intimidated. When somebody's talking about an AI agent, I'm going to teach you guys how to build them in real time. I will teach you how to build an AI agent in less than 1 hour that's going to help support something that you need. And basically, if you think about it, when I ask a question to ChatGPT or Claude.ai, it answers my question. Now, you can also leverage that by just writing a few lines of code. Do you know how to program? Maybe not. But guess who does? ChatGPT and Claude.ai can give you those code snippets where you can create an agent that's going to be able to manage your calendar, let's say, and be able to give you personalized notifications via WhatsApp or Telegram or do any kind of stuff like that. So when we're talking about an agent, don't think about this huge, mystical, magical robot that, only AI developers can do. My job is to teach all of you guys that have had no experience at all on how to develop these agents, because it's a buzzword. And it's a funny buzzword that a lot of these AI projects are using, but all it means is an AI tool or solution that is actually probably much easier to program and build than most of the tools that NUMA will have in its marketplace. So AI agents is a very beautiful thing. It's a thing that's going to help everybody. You'll be able to inject it probably in every part of your life. So think about this. You want a diet plan. You have an AI agent that's giving you up-to-date things on what you need to achieve throughout the day. Now it's time to run. Now it's time to exercise. Now it's time to make that healthy dinner, You probably won't listen to that agent very often, but it's there to help you, and you can program it however you want to try to keep you on track of any one of the processes that you're doing across anything in your life. So that's what an AI agent is. It's not complicated. It's a very nice thing. And you guys will be able to monetize on these things as we show you how to build these AI agents. Now imagine you create an AI health agent that's going to help people with dieting and exercise and stuff like this. You put it on the NUMA marketplace. I grab that thing, I use it, it's connected to your wallet, I make a payment, whether it be a subscription model that you attach to it or pay-as-you-go model as you do it. If somebody uses that, you get paid. It's just connected to a decentralized wallet. You do not even have to have your identity there. You don't have to sign into Microsoft or any bullshit. You publish that on the marketplace and you can be making money. When I'm telling you guys that AI is the future for all of you guys, you'll understand, hopefully not too late, because all of you guys are going to be able to achieve these things regardless of your expert level, regardless of your understanding of artificial intelligence, regardless of your demographic and your background. It just does not matter. With NUMA, we want to create an open protocol that anybody can develop these things, learn how to develop these things, and monetize on them as well. It might sound big, but that part is the small part. The big part is the computational resources that people need to run these things and to test these things. And so that's where we're going to have to focus on a lot of infrastructure. And that's where a lot of the things that you guys have come to know are going to come into play. The NFTs that are within Scratch That, the letters, the keys, all of these things are secret little things that are going to give you the capabilities of participating in the NUMA network in the future. So it's all by design, kids. And just know that it's one step at a time and you're all along for the ride. So congratulations. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised as we release, the coming iterations of the NUMA network. Over to you, Louis Dog. What should we talk about? Because I can go on about AI and these tools all day long. I just want to note one thing that Omea. I know that we're probably messing that up. I think it's a difficult one for us. But she mentioned my yellow jumpsuit today. This is the first time I actually wore this. So our production team said that it's important not to wear black. So instead of wearing anything, I wore the opposite of black, which is fluorescent green and yellow. And maybe this is a cool thing. When you participate in ecosystems, if there's a good reward mechanism to be there to participate, then it makes it fun. And this is actually from Adidas. I participated in their NFT project that they launched a few years back. And that's actually been producing incredible rewards for me ongoing. It's lackluster right now. I think a lot of big brands have stepped back from, the NFT space. I think they just didn't want to deal with, the complaints of people. And that's sad to see because it's a very important part of our industry and has a lot of upside going into the future. But yeah, this was a reward from Adidas for participating. I actually got 4 of these things. I've given one away to community. I've also given one set away to our designer because he deserves it. But yeah, NFTs. What's your thoughts and feelings on the NFT market? Are we coming back? As I was doing the white paper for NUMA, I was looking at all of the different financials and markets for everything. And it says NFTs are making a considerable comeback volume-wise. What is it looking like to you? I know you, Louis Dog, have quite some NFTs and participated quite heavily. What are your thoughts on the NFT markets as a whole?
Yeah, I think circling back to what you just mentioned, that headline also came up on my feed on Twitter X, that NFTs, secondary markets, the volume is coming back, but I just don't see it in my own wallet. Like my 50 Ethereum is done and dusted. So I don't know. I mean, NFTs would probably be at the bottom of the liquidity cycle, that the liquidity will kick off from the Bitcoin, which is the big daddy, followed by Ethereum, and then you will go into the odd season. And then maybe they will go into the meme coins, and then they will go into the NFTs. So I don't see any real traction that's happening on NFTs as per se. And if there's only one NFT that I'm bullish on, of course, non-financial advice, I might be biased or not, but this is just my own humble opinion. The NFTs that I think will bring a strong culture and make a comeback and make NFTs great again could potentially be Jirasan. They are a cult, and I bought it at a high. Based on my record on the NFT sides of things, I usually like to buy things on a high, not buy low, sell high. It's buy high and sell low. But anyways, even Jirasan floor price is now currently at very close to the main price. So I'm down in multiple X's as well, but I'm happy, right? So happily sitting in my losses. But nonetheless, I think NFTs might make a comeback, but NFTs have to bring a different ballgame now than just the identity or the PFP side of things. I think now most of the NFT projects that are trying to bring more utility is by partner airdrops and other privileged inner circle, alpha calls, and whatnot. So, I think NFTs will have its day, but not so soon.
Oh,
and
man.
you just...
I didn't know about Jirasan going down in price, but like, I'll tell you what, I literally, and it wasn't so much investing. I just participated because I'm in this ecosystem. So I had a fun to participate in risky things, and I went in on a lot of different NFTs. And I'm definitely down, but I was never an NFT trader. I'm also not a crypto trader. And my biggest gains ever has been from not being a trader. So going with the same, things that everybody says, I've just been able to win because when I invest in stuff that I believe in. And sometimes I jump on the hype just to see what's going on. And I usually just hold my bags. And so anyways, 90% of my bags are down 98% or more. But there's that 10% that are up sometimes in the thousands of percentage. And so I've been in this for a long time. I've got, and I think that if I had the philosophy of trying to be a trader, I would have lost the gems that I had. So I don't play around. I grab what I grab and then I hold it through. Jirasan, I love the community. I love what those guys are doing. I have a feeling that there's going to be some hot stuff there, and knowing that the value has dropped quite a bit, I probably will go in a little bit harder because I believe in them, and I believe that they will be around for years and years to come, and those things will have benefits. So to let you know how NFTs worked for me, my Bored Ape has gotten me about 40 to 50 other NFTs for free, which all have value. So as the price of the Bored Ape's going down, I'm extracting value from that community in so many incredible ways. And so there's many, many different ways to get this value. But like you said, Louis Dog, changing how NFTs work, because NFTs, we see them as profile pictures, which is actually pretty disappointing because an NFT is a mini computer on the blockchain that you can program to do fucking anything. So like, if you think about it like that, it's like, who cares about what does that mean? So it's a community building thing. Okay, I get that kind of thing, but program it to do something crazy. So in the NUMA network, if you want to share some of your computational resources from your computer or even from your phone, having one of our NFTs, whether it be a PFP or not a PFP, it doesn't even matter. Having that PFP is something that is programmable. And when that gets put into our system, that thing is going to evolve. And I don't know why there's not evolving NFTs. You can change the metadata. So depending on your participation within our system, it is constantly evolving. The higher that goes, the bigger the multipliers that's in the metadata, creating an asset for resale that can only be worth more because the rewards are worth more. So if you build that up, it's just a programmable computer. So I have created a new section of this white paper that I feel is a bit revolutionary, and I think you guys are going to enjoy it. It's called Adaptive ACAs, Adaptive Compute Assets. That's what they're called. Adaptive compute assets is a new term, a new type of NFT that's going to evolve over time. ACAs, trust me, I've coined the phrase, I've coined the term, and that's part of the NUMA white paper that you guys are going to be able to enjoy pretty soon here. We'll have a white paper for all you readers that's probably going to be very, very long for most people to read. We'll also have a light paper that explains absolutely everything, but adaptive compute assets are your NFTs that are going to adapt over time with your participation. And I think it's a very important, I think it's an important use case. People can do whatever they want with these things. But also, Louis Dog, I am also down bad on my NFTs. I probably will never calculate how bad down I am, but I'm down pretty bad. But you want to know what's funny? It doesn't feel so bad for me. These are, I've said this a couple times. Every NFT in cryptocurrency that I have bought, I'm leaving behind to my kids. So I'm not even trying to profit from this stuff. So I'm going to leave it behind. And it would be a really funny joke that in like 20, 30, 50 years from now, on my deathbed, I say, hey, kids, here's all your crypto and all your NFTs that I've been collecting through the years, and they're all worth zero. That'll be my last laugh. It's either they're worth absolutely zero and all the NFTs are worth 0.0001 ETH and 0.0001 Solana, or they're worth something. So we'll see what happens. But I have a weird feeling that 20 years, I think about 20 years from now, some of these things are going to be relics of the digital past, of a section of the internet that was so incredibly important to our mankind that I think that, yeah, I'm just going to keep them. I'm going to keep them in my wallet, keep them in my ledger, and I'll pass it along, and we'll see how it goes.
Oh, just hold on for a moment, because I would like to add on to a point that you just brought up about your NFT asset on Bored Ape Yacht Club. If you have that NFT, you recently mentioned that you have a VIP pass to enter, like a, what you call that? Like a, what you call that shit? You know, like the pre-sale. You can take part in early pre-sale rounds. And recently,
the Ape Ventures.
Yeah, exactly. And the first project that they got Bored Ape Yacht Club members to take part in the pre-sale round was on S-World. The ticker, the token is S-World, and it did a 3x just like that. So, I mean, there's one utility that NFTs can bring and evolve along the way, which if you have NFTs that can keep receiving partner airdrops and other benefits to grow in the ecosystem. And you also just touched another point that caught my attention, which is monetization. because every one of us have only 24/7 and we can't be all over the place, right? We all want to trade our time to set up systems to get passive income with a limited period of time that we do and invest in, and it just turns the wheel into automating and generating crypto assets to give us liquidity so that we can go to the moon, right? So monetization is really not just a buzzword, but it's happening today. And if we can create an AI decentralized marketplace to create a monetization not only for creators but spaces hosts and AI devs to cook in this ecosystem, I think we are really building this at the very beginning stage. So I'm really excited. And also we have another creator or aspiring creator who just started her account not too long ago. She is right here with us on the panel. Oh, Mia, how are you doing? I see that your PFP is also donning a yellow tracksuit. Are you duplicating yourself and following after NUMA? So handing the mic over to our one and only dearest Omia Rice.
Thank you, Lulu. It's nice to be here again. Hello, Suze.
What's up?
I always make sure I do not miss the NUMA talks. Ever since I started listening, I think about 3 weeks ago, I've always been eager to join because, there's always something new to learn. I mean, this space is something nobody should fade, actually. So, actually, I have been taking notes on what Suze was talking about, and now I am so hyped to read the white paper, actually.
Uh-oh, did we lose you?
Yeah, I think she got so hyped that she just got rocked. So no worries about that. Oh, you're back, Omia. Welcome back to NUMA Talks episode 13.
Oh, maybe she's not back. I will tell you one thing that I'm a bit concerned about. My master version of the white paper has been changed because I think I shared it with a couple of people, and now I'm a bit concerned. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm not. Oh, yes, I am. There is a new version that is completely different than the version that I had made. So if you guys are writing something and sharing documents, be sure to make sure there is something completely strange here. But anyways, I will find what's funny about Google Docs is you can go back into the history and restore different versions. But I had done some pretty considerable work over the past few hours even, and it looks like it has been changed. So I will figure that out and do that. But I wanted to talk about one part, like what you were saying, Lulu. You were talking about like the benefits of the token economy. And like, if you cannot get that right, you have to understand everybody is coming out with very simple tokenomics because it's just the easiest thing to do, right? You do this, you get, right? You participate here, you get an airdrop. But with the NUMA system, it is very, very, it's as complicated as a country with their with their fiat currencies, right? You obviously have the tax system, you have the way that it's printed, you have inflation, deflation, you have all kinds of use cases, you have money velocity. Velocity means like how often that's exchanging hands. And what's really funny and sad really is that people don't know how money works in our system. But if you think about it this way, this is an important factor to factor in. Now, you can create this within a decentralized system as well, but this is how you're being hustled. So money comes into existence. It comes out of whatever central bank is running that country. And then that goes to a bank. That bank then lends that out with some kind of a interest on it. So immediately money coming into existence already has interest on it. So it can never really fully be repaid back, right? Because the Federal Reserve or whatever central bank is printing $10, giving it to a bank saying you need to give us $10.50 back. Well, that 50 cents doesn't exist. So that's the first part of where inflation comes in and where debt comes in, right? But then that thing goes out to somebody, right? Usually a business. That business is then taxed on its income. When somebody comes and buys a product or let's say somebody's working at that company, they get taxed on the money that was lent to those guys. So now the government's getting multiple pieces of tax on this. When that person cashes their check and then goes to the store, they get taxed on the products that they're buying. The products that they bought from somebody, they have to pay tax on that money. So the same dollar that goes out from printing is then taxed multiple times until it reaches zero. So I think a lot of people don't know how money works. And this is the sad state that we're in, that we're all like thinking like, what's wrong with the world? And it's mainly that $1 coming into existence from a central bank is being taxed right back to zero. But before it reaches zeros, it's created additional debt. It's the craziest thing ever. If you just look into this, it's crazy. Have you never asked yourself, when I get a paycheck, I pay my taxes, and then I've paid taxes on my money for some reason. Who knows why the fuck that is, right? They say it's to build nicer roads or shops, and you're taxed on the products that you buy. But then that shopkeeper is also taxed on the products that he buys. And when he uses the money after taxes to buy other products to improve his life, those are taxed as well. It never stops. It's like this weird, crazy trip that I'm on. And it seems that everybody's in the dark about it. But it's absolutely mental to me. So to create a model that's more transparent and that works better, I think is incredibly important to the future of mankind. And that's the economics, the tokenomics, and the environment that I'm trying to create within the NUMA network. So it is very advanced. When you read this paper, you'll see that there's many actors, right? Just like there are in any society. We are building an AI society, and we have many different players that make this possible. And so it comes into existence, and then what is the value add? Who's buying? What are the transaction fees? Where do the transaction fees go? The thing about blockchain is that if we make it immutable and we can't print any more tokens, then what exists. And you better take that serious as a project, because I think a lot of projects aren't taking that too seriously. And so if they ever were to make it big, but they fucked up their tokenomics, they're destined to crash. And so it's important to get that right as much as you can right off the bat, because if you don't, there might be some troubles ahead. So that's the deal. Sorry, maybe we have Omiya back. I'm rambling, but I'm passionate about the rambling. I'm also confused because my white paper is completely different than when I just left it off. So I am trying my desperate hardest to try to find the iteration that makes sense. But yeah, anyways. Oh my God, we got OX3B. Do you have any input on any of these subject matters, my friend?
Well, good. Okay, what is GM? Yeah, GM, NUMA, GM Remote, GM Omiya, GM everyone, special GM to Leo, the MVP, and everything. So, yes, I have a lot of, do I say, a lot of thoughts. Because when you went over the taxing on money, I think the situation is quite different in my country, but I have definitely the benefit of the internet and every other developed technology is that the world is more like a global village. So we are aware of things that go on practically every other places. And I have seen videos on America and how things are taxed. And it is, wow, just as we were saying it right now, I was just feeling some sort of way of just how weird it is that money, once it comes in, is already in the deficit of something because of the interest. And then as each person gets or exchanges that money, they keep on getting taxed. It is crazy. I do not know. Is it something? I don't want to go. I don't want to go down a rabbit hole or just start getting into conspiracy theories. But it is crazy to me because, first of all, it's obvious that it is not sustainable and it is not helpful in any way. It's just contributing to inflation, and things are just going up and through the roof. And it's not like it's something that one person can fix. It's more like a structural problem. So is there actually a way out of it? Will they even agree to take on something like Bitcoin? Yeah, 'cause I believe that Bitcoin, the premise behind Bitcoin was to eliminate the double spending. That's basically the the base for decentralization, eliminating double spending. Would they be willing to consider stuff like that? Are we going to talk about the elites who we believe are benefiting from this behind the scenes? And it's just a whole lot. It's a whole lot. But like you said, you're working on something with NUMA that provides a platform where everything is transparent, everything is efficient, and brings the best to the people that want it. That I am part of those people. So I am loving to see how it all plays out. So those are my thoughts. It's wild.
Listen,
I actually have a question for you.
it's a wild subject matter, man, and like it is a rabbit hole, and it's a big confusing mess. And once you know it, like you just described it, right? After I describe it, you describe it, and you're like, wait a minute, this doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's impossible to work. And I think most people are really blinded by this. So when you have these fear mongers saying like the biggest exchange in value is about to occur, they're right. We're all wiped out. And so if you listen to Raoul Paul, he's really smart about it. People are like, well, we're about to like hit rock bottom. And he's like, no, because they can print. So house prices are going to go up, but that doesn't mean the value of the house goes up. The house price is going down, like the value of the house is going down, but the US dollar value of it is going way up, confusing everybody even more, right? Oh, my house is going up. Well, go ahead and sell your house right now and then go and buy what you would usually buy. It's not like it's buying you more. It's not like your house that went from 300,000 to $1 million is buying you more. That $1 million that you have is buying less than your $200,000 house. My mom bought a Corvette, or her boyfriend did, or somebody did, when she was like 17 for $4,000. I was thinking, man, $4,000, that's great. But $4,000 in that time today is like 75 grand. What's the price of a Corvette today? 75 grand. It's the same goddamn price. So we're being bamboozled. They're pulling fast ones on us constantly and forever. And people think their houses are going up. They think prices for their assets are going up. It's not the case. It's not the case, and it's not sustainable. And the jig is up. The internet is here, and like people are getting wise to this, and that's why Bitcoin exists. That's why in 2008, the very first block had a message in there that says this is the resistance to the financial crisis because it's corrupt and it needs to be over now. And so, yeah, it's taken some time for Bitcoin to get to where it's supposed to be, but the adoption of Bitcoin, these guys are addicted to money. They're addicted to this big Ponzi scheme. And I don't know how it's going to unfold, but I do know that in the NUMA network, we have to get that shit really right and really not get addicted to the power of taking fucking people's money and pulling fast ones, but creating a collaborative place where everybody can participate and get the value they deserve instead of getting robbed every single minute of every single day from these crazy, crazy powers. OX3B, what's up?
Yeah. I noted something while you I remembered something while you were talking, that even though before I said that the experiences are quite different in my own country, the whole inflation it's a global thing, because recently there is just a whole lot going on in my country, in Nigeria. We use the naira, and with the recent change in government and a lot of, I don't want to go into all of that, but things are just, it's very identical. It's very, I remember tweeting something, I think that should be a year ago or 2 years back, where I asked, is Africa really suffering from being, I'm paraphrasing, suffering from being behind in technology, innovation, or are we just ripe to be able to use these technologies to, save both our resources and space? Because I believe one of the benefits of not being as advanced as others is that we get to learn from precedents. We get to from precedents here, we get to be able to, okay, yes, we may not have the infrastructure right now, but they have this, meaning that whatever we're building now should be at par with whatever is in the world already. And yeah, there's a whole lot of things that will be limitations to this, but I think NUMA presents a solution to one aspect of the problem, being with creators, being with the whole AI marketplace, and proffers it to not just, I know definitely not just Portugal, definitely not just Hawaii, but to the world. And yes, we'd like to see the shape it will take in Africa, my country, and everywhere else. Yes, thank you.
Well, I think what's beautiful about the internet in our system is it's global, right? So it's not segregated, it's not separated from other entities, other governments, other Federal Reserve. So we get to kind of play that, we get to play the maker of this ecosystem and the economy behind it. But the big problem, okay, it's not even a problem because so they've created these things that created incredible wealth by going, hey, we can print money and then we can pay it back. And it comes from the First World War. They needed to go to war, but they needed to pay for it. So what they said to their community and their society, they said, this is really important. So what we're going to do is we're going to print money and we're going to buy machinery and we're going to go to war. But that means that we're in incredible debt that needs to be paid back to get it to baseline zero. And so everybody has to pay taxes, but it's short term. And so they implement this tax on everybody, and everybody pays it because of course you do. It's fucking important. But then these stupid assholes are like, whoa, these guys are paying taxes. Let's see if we can just continue to grab those taxes. And that's where it went out of whack. Like that's where it went completely upside down, and over multiple years of all of these weird models that they're making that nobody understands, and the jig is up. It's created incredible wealth. It's created the American dream. It's created a bunch of things in these different societies, and those who didn't play that game did not really succeed in civilization very well. And it's not very fair, but it's like, it's what we have to do to thrive. But now that we're part of a globalized community, it needs to be put down, and it needs to be put down quick because people are suffering. Any kind of suffering that you see on the planet, it's not fucking religion. It has nothing to do with religion. It has nothing to do with cultural divides. Zero. Absolutely fucking zero. Nothing to do with it. It's only about money and power. That's it. It's nothing to do with this. I've never met a Muslim. I've never met a Jew. I've never met any other person with a different belief, a different ethnic background that I didn't align with or enjoy or see eye to eye with and didn't want to fight. If those people are fighting people, it's a financial issue. That's all. It's not about gods. It's not about anything. And that's the power from back in the day. So often you hear these people talking about like different religions that have conquered other religions. And they said, oh, Christianity has killed more people in history. Oh, Judaism has killed more people. All of these things. It didn't stem from the religious beliefs. It stemmed from money and power. That's it. It stemmed from old guys that know each other, sending young boys out to fight people they don't know. And so it's a really corrupt planet, and it's not very nice. And that's why I do what I do. I have kids. I want a bigger and brighter future. I want people to get along, and I want the divisions of everything to be gone. But the divisions are created from powerful people that run the money. That's it. They don't have, they believe in fucking hell and Satan and fucking horrible things. They have no regard for mankind or anything like that. And so, yeah, sorry for the rant. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just spewing some facts. It's a gross place, but we have a very big ray of light and hope, and that's Satoshi Nakamoto, Bitcoin, and decentralized systems. So while you guys are flipping your fucking meme coins, this technology is something that can actually flip the entire history of mankind. And I'm not saying it as some kind of weird radical, like, whoa, blockchain. It's a fact. We have a point in history right now where we can flip the script on all of this, on all of this division, on all of this power, of all of this taxation and money. And we can flip it upside down, and we can provide for everybody. And so, and we can wipe these guys out. We don't have to fight them physically. We can fight them with technology. It's like really easy. We can and it's happening. We're all part of it. It's fucking happening. It's the most beautiful story in in human history. We don't have to go to war to fight the powers. We don't have to hit them and throw rocks at them and throw Molotov cocktails at them. It's happening from some amazing people writing a little bit of code and implementing something they can't attack. And now they adopt it, they try to take it over, but they can't. And we can leverage that to make systems that are fair play and take them out. Like, fuck their monetary system. I do not want to solve my money in pounds or dollars or euros. I will settle my money in Bitcoin for always and forever. And that's what we all should do. And if we do that, they die. They die. They die a horrible death. They have to sell their fucking homes, and it's all over. So, yeah, it's a beautiful time in history, and we want to be on the right side of that, and that's what I'm trying to achieve. So, hopefully, you guys are with me on it, because I think it's important, and I think we can all participate and win this battle. It's a hard one, but what the fuck else are we doing? Let's fight the way that we know how. And I know decentralized systems. I know smart contract stacks. I know how to create a token economy that most people can't. And that's what I'm going to do. And I will build the biggest decentralized AI protocol out there. And then people have to do that on different industries in different places. Sorry for my passionate rant.
Awesome. I mean, you guys just touched a good part of the conversation, which brings me to bring up this point as well. Just take a look at AI in January, because I think something serious is going to cook on Nosana, on the side of Nosana, where they are concerned. I think they are finally launching something like AI agents or whatnot.
Well, they're
in
actually
the month of January next year.
They're launching their mainnet. So this is the computational resources that I want to compete with them. So I helped write that white paper in 2017 about how to create a global supercomputer where it's decentralized and distributed to all global members and not part of some server farm from Amazon. And they're doing good work. I feel they're a bit slow. I am their primary investor. I invested in Nosana first to allow them to do what they need to do. I think they're doing good work. I don't think they can compete with me. I don't think that they're even close to my level, and I love them and I appreciate them. And it's nothing personal. It's also not business. I'm not going to say it's nothing personal. It's not business. I think there's enough room in this space where there can be 50 players. I just want to be the biggest player in the space. And so I see who's out there right now. I see how they're coming to market and how slow they're coming to market. And I want to beat the hell out of them. And only because I feel it's important. I don't want to fight with them. I don't want to take them out. This is a battle where we need as many people as possible coming on board and giving their solutions and trying their best. So I want to be one of those players. I desire to be the biggest. I'm confident that we will be the biggest. When I look at every AI protocol in this space, there's nothing that shows me that they're worthy of the top place. So it's there for the taking. I was building SocialFi. I was building NFT marketplaces, NFT generators. I was building all kinds of stuff while these guys were building. I thought they could do it better than they did. And I'm not just talking about Nosana. I love those guys. I think that they're very smart. They're very good. But I think that the philosophy behind what they're building, like if you're not thinking gigantic and absolutely humongous, then I think you start to really lessen the scope of, the bigger picture. I'm going for the whole hurrah. I'm going for the whole thing in decentralized AI. And I think that I can compete with any of them. I think I can compete against all the centralized guys. And so that's what I'm going for. I'm not going to compete with decentralized AI protocols. I'm not even interested in competing there. If I'm competing with those guys, we'll never get to where we need to go. I'm competing with Amazon right now. Jeff Bezos. My name is Chris Daw. aka Souza. Souza. I can't even say my name anymore.
Soze.
Soze! My name is
Super Soze.
Super Soze, and I'm coming. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for your thing. While you work on like living forever and looking good on your yacht, like good for you, but that'll be your downfall because I'm coming for you, and that's the deal. And I need your help. I need all of you guys to help with this. And as we onboard more people on this mission, we'll be able to do it. I can promise you. I will lead this, and we will find other leaders within this community, within this movement, and we will take it over. And we will know that we're doing it step by step, and it starts yesterday. So there.
Awesome. So before we go into the community questions in Discord, I would like to bring up a small news, right? Because it's pinned right above here in the space, which says still early. If you know, you know, because we see NUMA pitching live in the sky Shark Tank with redacted coin on Qatar Airways. So we see you in that video pitching to all the VCs, the thought leaders in the AI space and whatnot. So is there any alpha that you can spill the beans to the community here? Over to you, NUMA.
Listen, I can tell you this, that we will raise enough money to make this happen, to at least make the initial phases happen. And that's when everything will be on me and the team and the community to get to the next chapters of this. It's not a cheap venture. This is not like $1 million or $2 million raise. And when you think about money and you think about these raises, I often thought, like, why is this startup raising 7-8 million? And oftentimes it's not worth that evaluation. But the operational costs alone to make this vision possible is already in the millions to get the first phase out. And as we go from there to build this out, it's going to be hard. But let me explain what we're going to do, all right? Because this is the whole theory behind Bitcoin and open source technology. Open source came first, and then Bitcoin came, but Bitcoin's an open source protocol. Anybody can participate. NUMA, anybody will be able to participate in the NUMA network, whether you're an AI developer, whether you're contributing compute resources to the network, whether you're a content creator. Every single aspect of this is open source. And we are looking to encourage developers in a developer suite that they're able to iterate on our code to grow this out. So the only way we're going to be able to do this, you can work for Amazon for 250 grand a year. Or you can come join us and get shares in NUMA for participating in building a very important protocol that will probably be worth more. Now, think about this. I need everybody to understand this really, really carefully, because as part of my tokenomics, the economy behind NUMA, I thought about this greatly. Microsoft started back in the 80s. Now, it's a known fact that there's the Microsoft millionaires. The Microsoft millionaires are about 100 people that started that company. As it started to scale, the first 100 people are all multimillionaires. And that does not exclude anybody. That doesn't exclude the janitor. The janitor of Microsoft, multi-millionaire, because his participation in the beginning of that company, he also got stock options. Now, those were very small stock options compared to his coworkers, but it resulted in being a multi-millionaire in the future. Now, if you join Microsoft today, which is my biggest competitor, if you join them today and you get stock options, do you think that that's going to do a 300x anytime soon? I'll tell you, 100%, not even a fucking chance. So there's no incentive in any kind of a stock any kind of a stock option for any employees anymore for any of these giants. And that's where we have the major upper hand. If you are a developer, if you are good at social media, if you're good any kind of a way as a community member, you join this, you will have shares in the NUMA future. It's a tokenized future. It's not based on fucking fake fiat currencies, because that janitor that might have $1 million, if that was $1 million in the 80s, that's worth 50 million today, and it's worth only $1 million of nothing value today. So if you join now, we want to make sure that the people that join our network early are the ones that benefit big time in the future. If we make this happen 15 years from now, anybody that's in the NUMA network should be a millionaire. That means all of you guys here on the space today, if you're contributing, if you're joining us in any capacity, we can do the multiplier because we're new. Microsoft is not new. Amazon is not new. They're not giving stock options to employees. And if they are, those stock options are not going to be multiplied like it was when Amazon first started. We're just starting. So if we win, you guys win. And that's the moral of the story. So the NUMA millionaires, and maybe even some billionaires, it starts today. And that's my objective. When you read the white paper, hopefully you guys really understand the whole entire scope of it. But you guys will be able to, hopefully understand how you can participate, how it's not that difficult to participate, and it's worthy of your time to educate yourself on artificial intelligence and decentralized systems so you guys can participate more deeply in the NUMA network. So that's the deal. I'm on a mission. I'm on a brand new mission. It's not a brand new mission, but it's definitely different than what, obviously, NUMA, or if you want to call it super spaces or super fans back in the day, it was taking off like crazy. There's nothing so magical about it. Everybody's doing this social fi and social finance and stuff like that. But I learned some stuff that I want to reward everybody for real participation, not just based on one variable, but many variables. And I want to do something that matters more deeply and bigger. So thank God for everything that has transpired, because it's given me a bigger and badder mission that I just didn't have before. And so I will do everything in my power. I will sacrifice absolutely everything to make sure that I build this, because I think it's more important and bigger than us. And it might sound cliche, but 99% of startups are like, yo, it's really important because it solves a fucking problem. This is important because it probably will save incredible amounts of lives, and it will help humanity in a whole. And that's how important this is. So I have a real mission that I'm on. And so join me now or join me later. But I promise, if I can make this happen, you're all joining sooner or later. So you should just join now and help me the fuck out so we can get there sooner. Mic drop.
Awesome. All right, so let's head over to the segment that all of us have been waiting for, and just fingers crossing, I'm just hoping on NUMA Talks episode 13, maybe one lucky winner gets to win a Jirasan NFT, since we talk about it at the beginning of the space. So I'm thinking that while I go over to the Discord side of things and dig out some of our community questions, we can start scratching and reveal the prizes for the scratch cards winners. So
a much needed break, a much needed break from my voice. I'm just going to go rapid fire through the scratch cards. I'm going to start sweating in my beautiful fluorescent suit that should only be used on the side of the road in the dark if you have broken down your car, which I did actually just before going to Abu Dhabi. I got a fucking flat tire in the middle of nowhere. I really threw everything for a loop, but patience, and we got it all sorted. So let me look at the winners of this one. So I'm going to start scratching, and it's going to be this order. So October 25th, we had a community giveaway that we had to cancel that space because it didn't happen. I was in Abu Dhabi. It was too rough and tough to get that done. My internet in Abu Dhabi, for some reason, the infrastructure is amazing, but in some places, the internet game is all fucked up. It's kind of like governments with their money supply. There's some kind of weird monopolies where in certain hotels, you can't get Wi-Fi, so it was a bit tough. So I don't know if we've listed this on social media, but I'm going to just list out the 10 people, and I'm just going to scratch like a fucking mad maniac, 10 in a row. So we have Vilgen Shaman, number 1, Superfan Analyst, number 2, Giddy Cham, number 3, Capacity, 01. You're number 4. We got Mo Smiley, number 5. We got Camara Crypt, number 6. We got Jen Yusuf, 21. We got TWR Bug, number 8, but that's because you have a question that's coming up. We got our bad boy Richie Hagen. He's coming in with a Discord question, and Cedric's, you also got that. So that's 10 people. And then we have 5 giveaways for X. So that's another 5 cards that we have to do. So we have Bill Calcada, you're number 1. Then we got Crypta Mayon. The Way of Bob is next. Oviedo is next. And then Amoways is after that. And then we have AI Con winners, iNoel, TWRB, and a whole bunch of other guys. Am I doing this right, Louis Dog? Am I supposed to keep on going?
No, spot on. Everything was correct. And it's funny because when you mentioned The Way of Bob as one of the winners, The Way of Bob is none other than OX3B himself. So the winners of the 25th and 28th of October have already been pinned up right above here in the space. So we can scratch these cards, a total of 15 of them.
Let's go. 15 cards coming up. You guys have to entertain yourselves here because this is labor intensive. It takes a lot of energy from my biceps. My biceps are so big, and there's a lot of muscles and a lot of oxygen that has to go into the muscles of my body because it's so big. And so it's very tiresome for me to actually get this done. So instead of talking and doing it, which might make me pass out, I'll leave it over to you guys, and I'll get to scratching. Join me on YouTube right now, especially if you're one of these winners, because you'll get to see what you've won. And so, yeah, over and out for 15 scratchers. Wish me luck, man. Hopefully my heartbeat, I don't have my iWatch on. I don't want my heartbeat going over like 150, but yeah, we'll risk it all. We'll risk it all for the community of NUMA. So let's go right now. We go into scratch cards. Take over whoever wants to take over. Peace.
So OX3B, I would like to throw the mic over to you. You think might have a potential, an alpha that you can share with us in the community today. So I'm not trying to put you in the spot here, but yeah, let's have a banter back and forth to see what you have been eyeing on in the crypto space, because it's a big week ahead and it's good to know an alpha or two. So over to you, OX3B, and wishing you luck. I hope you win a good prize on today's live stream on the scratch card side of things. Over to you, my man.
Thank you so much. I also hope I win the Jirasan. I hope I win it. I do hope I win it, because then I wouldn't have to bother about, the way you and NUMA are worrying about how down your portfolios are, since I just got it from a giveaway. I'm basically in profit.
Sorry for cutting you off. We have a $100 winner for NUMA tokens. That was the second scratch card. First one was 25. I will shut the hell up now, but congratulations to whoever was number 2. Who was that? Hold on. Let's see. Super fan analyst, $100. That's probably worth about $2.8 million. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations to who? Well, I didn't catch his name.
Superfan analyst.
Superfan analyst. Yeah, congratulations to you. I hope I get a $2,000 seed round. So that should be around 4 million. I'm trying to do the math, but I'll leave it for when I get it, or the Jirasan. Okay, so what have I been watching? Well, my timeline, as everyone's is, it has been full of the U.S. elections, which is coming up. This should be 2 days away, and it's huge. It is everywhere, and I'm just staying away. First of all, I'm not American, but I know that America affects the world. But I'm refraining from sharing anything. I'm just watching everything unfold. I wish them the best because, as I said before, it affects the world. And yeah, so I've got a lot of information on the elections, a lot of propaganda, a lot of news from here and there, right and left. I don't know why basic direction is giving a whole country of how many million people problems. They're like, I'm right, I'm left, I'm this, I'm that. Well, no, I'm just I'm just putting it out there. So what am I watching? What token? I think the ticker is still Moon. It's still Moon. Yes, I'm watching Moon. Every once in a while I check my bags. I just opened it to see that I got a lot of APY from the staking, and I haven't unstaked. I just left it. I'm watching. The ticker is Moon for everyone. The ticker is Moon. So if you do not know what Moon is, then you are living under a rock. So yes, Moon. What else aside Moon? Okay. Yes, I have something to share. I don't know if a lot of us should be familiar with the ICE ecosystem. Remote, do you know of the ICE ecosystem?
Wow, this is the very first time I'm hearing this thing. What is ICE? You mean ICE is a blockchain?
Yes, it is. ICE. They started with a mining app. At least that was how I got onboarded onto them. I didn't have a great experience with them because after mining for a while, some months before they got onto exchanges, you had to go through quizzes. And I didn't really take it serious. I was like, why are they asking me questions about their project after I have mined for so long? And then at the end of it, I was booted out. I didn't pass the quiz. And they did quite well. They are still ongoing. Their mainnet is coming about very soon. Yeah, and they have a lot of projects on them. There is Sunwaves, and they have a lot of amazing narratives. I think one of the projects under them, Call Fluent, is about AI calls, that's AI call services for organizations that you know where your AI manages your call for your customers and all of that. So they have a lot of unique narratives. There's also Dr. X, which is their meme coin. I hear they also have a separate meme coin that is already launched, but the one that I know of that is currently ongoing that I think everyone can get on board is Dr. X. Yes, so the mining is fresh. I think a month in now, less than a month in now. They should be ending by December, the 4th of December. So you guys can
I
check
think
it
all
out.
you guys on
Do
YouTube
your
can hear me.
research
I don't mean to
and
cut off
take
OX3B, but man, we've got like
get
3 or 4
positioned.
100
If
seed
you have
round
some
players,
ICE
man.
tokens, you can
What the?
boost your mining. Yeah, if you have ICE tokens, you can boost your mining. There are 5 projects currently on the ICE ecosystem that are being mined presently. There is Sources, Seal Send, Call Fluent, Sunwaves, and Dr. X. So you can check it out. And it's not like the tapping meta. You just mine every couple of, I think 12 hours or once every 24 hours, and you can boost it up. So yeah, that is what I can share with you guys. I do hope it helps you also. Yeah, look into it.
Well, thanks for sharing for this thing that I never heard before. And I must be living under the rock because I tried searching for on X for ICE. So for the benefit of me and the community, how can we find ICE on X? Like, what is the X handle?
All right, the X handle is ICE_blockchain. That should be ICE_blockchain. Do I share it to the top of the?
I think it's fine if you want to.
For
you
sure,
can
man.
do so, but
For sure. Can I just say something? I just scratched 15 cards. I'm sweating my guts out. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see like I'm sweating my guts out. But I just have to say I didn't want to interrupt OKX anymore. So we have a bunch of TON winners, but I will say this. we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 100 NUMA seed rounds out of 15. We have hardly any 2,500 points, which is absolutely insane. So congratulations to all of the winners. That was a hardcore scratch, but that was the most valuable scratch live stream that we've ever had by fucking far. And it's probably because OX3B was talking about ice. I don't know about ice. I was listening intently. But yeah, it sounds good. And of course you can share, man. If we have you on stage, then you can definitely share. We appreciate you. We're not going to have randoms on stage that are pitching their stuff. And if they do, then we will kill them. But yeah, for sure, you can share that. It sounds interesting.
So I got excited because I truly was living under the rock. And thank you, OX3B, for bringing up about this ultra fast layer 1 blockchain called ICE. And just recently, not too long ago, less than a week ago, they have just announced and welcomed Khabib Nurmagomedov, who was the over to you, Numa. I think you can pronounce his name.
I can't pronounce it. There is the funniest meme of Joe Rogan congratulating, because obviously that name is very prominent in Russia, especially in Dagestan. So Nurmagomedov, I can't say it. I still can't say it. And like Khabib Nurmagomedov is my favorite fighter, but there's a really funny one. Joe Rogan almost never messes up. And then when he was finishing an interview with Khabib, he goes, "Okay, guys, that's Khabib." And he couldn't say it, and he just walked off like he didn't do anything wrong. And it's the funniest video of my life. Me and our super Polish power designer laugh about that one all the time. It's a hard name to say. You have to say it slowly 300 times, and you might get it right. But yeah, so they have Khabib coming on board. Is that right?
Yes, I think maybe I'll throw the mic over to OX3B. You know better, man. So fill us up, fill us in the blanks.
Yes, I saw this news a couple of days. This is 10th of October, weeks back. Habib Nurmagomedov. Yeah, I think that's how it goes. And it was crazy. I don't know how Khabib interacts with crypto and everything. But yes, this was it was a big news, and I've not delved deep into it, but I do know that they have welcomed him as their global icon, and we would love to see how it goes from there.
Khabib's heart is probably the biggest heart ever. I really look up to that guy as a man and as a human, and so definitely his outlook is very positive and honorable, that's for sure. But yeah, we'll see where this goes. I'll have to look it up a bit, because being in NUMA, and I probably won't look it up that much, I will miss a lot of opportunities because my biggest opportunity is NUMA, and that's my full focus. I'm not really investing in anything right now. I'm just 100%. I feel that if I spend my time just on NUMA, then the rewards of NUMA is far outweighing anything that I can invest in, because I think it's at least a 350,000x from here, wherever here may be. And so, yeah, but I also want to make sure that everybody that's out there that's not like mentally crazy about one subject gets the alpha from our community members about what's going on. So I think that that's a beautiful thing. ICE, I haven't heard about it. I can tell you this, that layer ones get traction like nothing else. So these lower tier layer ones and onboarding the right people, that's pretty, actually, I'm probably going to throw something into it. Louis Dog, can you look it up and tell me where ICE is, like on CoinMarketCap, or is it listed? Like what's the deal with the ICE blockchain token?
I will have to search for it. I think it's it's actually, is it OX3B, is it called the ICE Open Network on CoinGecko? Am I right to say that?
Yeah, it still goes by ICE. It just goes by ICE, but not the ICE Open Network. That's the full name. I think it's also available on some major exchanges like my name, the way you guys say OKX. Yes, it is available on OKX and a lot of other major exchanges. So yes, I brought OKX to the party.
Yeah, thank you, OX3B. So the ICE token is currently at $42 million in market cap with an FDV of 131 mil. So that's the quick info that I can grab off from CoinGecko. So loving this alpha.
That is
but of course,
nothing,
no
right?
financial
If you're
advice.
going to invest in something, that is nothing. Listen, not financial advice, and definitely only put what you can afford to lose there. But obviously, there was some kind of a pump, a few weeks ago, and I think that yeah, I'll need to look into this a little bit to see. It's a layer one, meaning it's its own blockchain, so it probably has a very specific use case. It says that it's trusted by 20 million people, users around the world. I don't know if that's purely accurate or if that's wishful thinking, but Coin Metrics, I got the testnet, the wallet, the Explorer, the faucet. So these guys, and they have every single language known to men. And then the one thing that most people don't read is the white paper. So I look forward to giving it a quick read to see exactly what this is about. Oh, decentralized social media, Ion Connect. There might be some overlap here. So I will look into this for sure. That's a very, very low market cap for a Ion. Ion means ICE Open Network. All right, this is an interesting thing. Self-sovereignty. Yeah, guys, definitely. If people are sharing alpha, then definitely go and do your own due diligence. Figure it out. There's quite some chapters in this. It's been around for several months, but not years. And the centralized social network dilemma. So this is really focused on social media as well, because they're very focused on this. They're looking at the identification, Nostra identification. This looks very interesting and very promising. What I would look for if I was anybody on this one, and they also have a startup program for startups wanting to start stuff on their network. They're trusted by OKX and Mexi and Gate, so that probably means they have liquidity there. What I want to see the people behind it. And then what I would do after that, just to educate you guys on like what I would do as like somebody jumping into one of these projects, I would find out deeply who the founders are, and I would contact them directly. I would ask them for a call, or at least like set it up by asking them a bunch of questions, let them know I'm eager to learn as much as I can and that I'm bullish on their proposition. And then I would try to talk to them in person. And then I would get to know them as individuals, and that would tell me what I need to know if I want to invest in something. Obviously, layer ones, this is a specific layer one, right? So that's pretty cool. It's talking in 8.3 of the white paper, the revenue model. That's great to see, because we can't all be Bitcoin where it's based on adoption and supply and demand. So we need to have revenue models. So that's pretty interesting. User-centric monetization. There seems to be a lot of thought that went into this. And so, yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. I'm learning. There you go, Louis Dog. Let's. I need to know if some of your networks involved here, who's in, who's out, and who the founders are, because I'd like to talk to them and see what they're up to.
Awesome. So wow, this was a unexpected alpha from OX3B. So we appreciate your input live on the space. I would like to ask Numa, do we also scratch the cards for the UFC winners? As we mentioned at the beginning of the space, there were about 7 winners from the UFC giveaway campaign.
Yeah, we can do it. There's 7 winners, but I don't know. Okay, yeah. Oh shit, no, that's a scratch card. That's a scratch card. Hold on, I got 6. I got 7. So anybody that was mentioned participating in the UFC event. I'm scratching for you guys right this minute. So let's just do it live really quick. I've gotten the technique down. Oh my God. I thought it was a big winner. It's still a big winner. It's 25 free cards. Yeah. Louis Dog, take it away while I scratch these.
Yeah. So the 7 winners from the UFC giveaway campaign goes to Turbach, number 1, 2, who is Fields FC. He is in our space right now. Jimmy Nakapai, all the way from Singapore, he's number 3. And 4 goes to David Degen, 2024. And 5 goes to Richie Hagen, who's currently number 1 on the leaderboard on Scratch That. And number 6 goes to Mo_Smiley. And 7 goes to none other than Jaquinta2S. So Numa is currently scratching these cards live on the space for 7 participants.
Oh my
from
God.
our
Okay, tell me this. Now the 2,500 points are showing up, but 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th one. Who was number 5 in that list that you just did?
Richie Hagen.
Richie Hagen was number 5. This guy is only a winner.
Got that crypto fever, keep me up all night. Investing in the
He just won himself a Jirasan.
Nah, the Jirasan has not popped up yet, but that's another $100 giveaway. We had 2,500 points, 2,500 points, 2,500 points, and then 100. This guy, if you guys want an example of a winner, this guy's a winner. He's putting his time on the line. He's putting all stuff in. If NUMA becomes anything, this guy is going to like end up automatically being the CEO and getting the big paycheck because this guy's just like all over everything. Congratulations, bro.
Just input from the team. I think your screen.
Who was number 6?
Number 6 is none other than Mo_Smiley. But just for your own input, Numa, I think on the YouTube live stream, you have to show the screen so that the audience can see you scratch live.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry, guys. I am so bloody sorry. I didn't press it, but they were all being scratched under the friggin' camera. I'm sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. There's no proof now, but you're going to have to take my word and you can take my reactions to the bank. But I don't even have them in order now. And then how are we going to tell who was who? Shit. Okay, well, I listed number 5. So number 5 was this one. No, that was number 7. Sorry. I mean, that was... God damn. Who was number 6? Did you say Smiley was number 6?
Yes, Mo_Smiley is number 6.
And then what was the other number that I said? Was it 5 or 4 or 3?
5 was Richie Hagen.
So the one right before that was this one here. They're all different, right? So you won't see 2 of the same ones. And then what do we have? We have 2,500 points, 2,500 points, 2,500 points, and 25 scratch cards. 25 scratch cards is the highest value, but I don't know who won that out of those first 4. So all of the first 4 win 25 scratch cards. And you can see there's the 25 scratch card. Here's the 2,500 points. Here's the other 2,500 points. Hey, thanks for keeping it real, everybody out there. But we'll give all first 4 25 scratch cards. So Leo, the MVP as they call you, please keep that list there. And then the last 2 got 100 seed round. I don't know what's going on with these seed round ones because that's crazy. Like those numbers shouldn't pop up in this way. But that's the deal. And the final winner, who's the final winner?
The final winner goes to Jaquinta.
Jaquinta also gets 25 more scratch cards. Hopefully you love these scratch cards because, man, I'm finding it hard to keep up now that the 150s are gone. But yeah, it's keeping it real, that's for sure. Okay, I'm going to change this one. Sorry for missing that one. I've just been on such a passion flow that I'm missing my buttons. If you guys see, right here is my button controls. Hold on. Hopefully the camera can pick it up. If you're looking on YouTube, oh, it's having a hard time. But the bottom is the NUMA logo. And then this is starting soon button. The middle button is this one. And then we have the scratch card one, which is the last one here. We got some cool things set up here at the office. But yeah, we have much more to come. It's going to be fun. Where do we go from here, Louis Dog? I am sweating bullets.
Yeah, I mean, like the community have been, they are really excited in Discord. So if I don't bring up their questions, they are going to come after my head. And we also have Young X on the panel with us. How are you doing today, my man? So please, Young X, keep it short and brief. But we need to hear what's coming from you on your side of things. And I'm going to dig deep into Discord because we got some good questions coming up on NUMA. So over to you, Young X.
GM, the NUMA community, we're hyped up. On the first Monday of the November, everything's going well. And I wanted to say something about the ICE network, since I also did join the ICE network. And I had several friends of me, probably 4 or 5 of them, that I request or referred to. And they also came to me to do the quest or the questions that we had to fill in, and I managed to get them all in. I also got in, but I had like probably 1,000 ICE token mined, so not a lot, but it's something for free, so I will not complain.
I need to look into this
awesome.
ICE. Yeah, this ICE sounds like something. People are getting involved. I need to find out. So listen, if you, Young X, or OX3B can direct me to the founders of this thing, I want to talk to them. We'll even have them on a show. Why the fuck not? I want to talk everything decentralized systems. I want to get to know these guys. If you can find me those guys, then let's make this happen.
And one more thing, sorry. The circulating supply is around 1/3 of the total supply at this moment.
That's an interesting fact, and that's cool. They're still young, so that makes sense. What I like to see is, I need to understand the vesting schedules of all of the tokens going out to however and wherever it's going. The token economy is very important. Obviously, with layer ones, this serves as the transactional token for their protocol. So the more traction they get, the more value to that token. So that's great. Khabib coming on board is not a bad thing. Why he came on board, I'm not so sure, so I need to research this. But 1/3 of supply out, I think that's a pretty reasonable thing. And I look forward to I would love for us to have like a community initiative to get these guys on board and see if we can interview them and really make it tough and hard for these guys to let us know why they may be the next Solana or the next big thing in the crypto space. But it's fun to hear about new things. And then we have 2 community members that have followed these guys. And so I would love to learn more just for my own research, but also for the community research.
That sounds nice. And one more thing, I find it so funny that almost everyone here just struggles to say Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Yeah, that wasn't right either. That wasn't right either. Okay, I need to have it actually spelt on my screen to actually be able to say it properly. So I will try to pull that up on my Khabib. Okay, Nurmagomedov. Nurmagomedov. I can't do it. I'm not even going to try.
Is silent.
Oh my God, fuck! I'm not going to try this one, man. But if you want to listen to the master of saying this guy's name, it's Joe Rogan. Except he really royally fucked it up once. But yeah, it's a tough name. If I was a Norman Menegov, I would change my last name to like the Bullet or something, So I think that Shurov, even though his first name's hard to pronounce, yeah, everybody's gonna call him the Bullet anyway, so that's great. And Khabib's nickname was the Eagle, I think, but nobody really called him the Eagle. But yeah, tough name. And yeah, it's funny, haha. But yeah, I can't say it. I don't think I'll ever. I think I've said it like on my own in private perfectly like 5 or 6 times, but never in public. So I'll keep on trying. Whoa, somebody's coming with the banjo beats. I love the banjo.
Young X. I think it must be coming from Young X. But I just dug out a question from our community on Discord, and this question comes from none other than Siendra D, who is also Young X on X. So his question to Numa.
Do I have to do a scratch
Numa,
card, or did I already do a scratch card for him?
I mean, these questions are separate. So this is not correlated with all the winners that we have scratched earlier.
All right, let's grab a card. Tell me the question.
His question from Young X. Will Numa ever be in a torn DeFi lending borrowing platform? I had this funky thought that we can lend Numa and get borrowed Moon tokens. If that could give us some sort of APY on the Numa that we lend, and also we get the ability to stake the borrow Moon tokens for raffles. That's pretty deep and creative. So I'm just wondering, what's your thoughts, Numa?
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love these DeFi protocols, and especially if there's a use case for the additional token that you will be earning. So yeah, for sure. When we come out with our token, yeah, for sure. Of course. Why not? Of course. I'll throw a bunch of Moon tokens into there to create some liquidity and make sure that people have their Moon tokens for raffles. So yeah, for sure. That has to happen, and it makes sense. Okay, I'm scratching off right now. The camera is on. Oh, I see 1,500 already. I see 1 ton. Oh my God, I see 200, 2 500s, 2 25s, and 2 1 tons. Oh my God. Okay, let's scratch this one. Is this the winning? No, that's a 2,500. 2,500 points cannot be won at this point. So it's either between 25 cards, 500 seed round, or 1 ton. Oh, fuck. Let's go. Oh, and that's 100. I've scratched this one perfectly. So the very last scratch is what you're going to win. It's 500, 1 ton, or 25 cards. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, fuck. 25 cards. It's not 500, but it's better than the 1 ton, I think. I'm pretty sure about that. Congratulations, Young X. Thanks for everything, man. Thanks for being a community member, man. Hopefully the passion that you have for ICE and the passion that you have in this space, yeah, that we get you all in on NUMA, because the big things are coming now. And we need to make sure that we keep the ball rolling. This is not going to be something that it's like you all have to wait for years. You'll definitely have to wait for years before the entire protocol is ready and kicking, but you definitely don't have to wait to be rewarded. You don't have to wait to participate, and you don't have to wait to get fucking excited. So Young X, thanks. Congratulations on the win. 25. That was a close one, man. 500. I don't know if we've seen a 500 yet, but yeah, there's only let me see how many. There are only 9 of them available, which, yeah. Anyways, let's go. Next question.
Wow, you still want to do a next question? We are coming close to 2 hours already. Is your biceps aching, or you still can go for another scratch?
My right bicep is about 23% bigger than my left bicep. So
can you switch to your left bicep for this cut?
Yes, I can. I might fall over, but I'm going to switch to my left.
So YouTube live audience, please check on him. Make sure that he lives up to his word and scratch a cut using his left bicep. You know why this is very important? Because if you're going to compete in karate combat, if you're going to give your opponent a hook, left hook is also very important. That's what, what's his name? Ilya Poirier, his left hook actually killed Max Holloway in the ring, right?
My left hook, like honest to God, like not to be like conceited or egotistical, but my left hook is way stronger than Ilia Topuaria's. I promise you. He's a 145er. I weigh about 100 kilos right now. I promise you, I can knock out a gorilla with my left hook. My left hook is my go-to, and my left kick. I'm right-handed, and I stand in the orthodox stance, but my left kick, Mirko Krokop used to say, right kick hospital, left kick cemetery, but he was a lefty. But my left kick is so much more powerful. In football, I kick with my left foot, which is weird. I play golf right-handed, but I play hockey left-handed. I don't know what's going on. But anyways, I'll use my left hand. What's the question?
So the question comes from Jiquinta. So his question begins. I know that this was spoken in the previous AMA, but what can you tell us about the alphabets NUMA on Scratch that prizes? And how about the keys? Does this key give us access to new features on NUMA.social? So this is the first part of his question. And yeah, over to you, Numa. Numa, I believe that you might be muted while using your left bicep.
Oh,
so
sorry. I just answered the question fully and completely, but I was on mute. Anyways, we'll get to the scratch card. Yeah, sorry if you didn't hear that, but anybody that was in the office right now heard that, so they all know the answer. I'm just fooling with you guys. Spelling NUMA is going to get you something very special. So I wonder if anybody has actually spelled NUMA, and the keys will also get you something special. I'm not going to release it now, but it has everything to do with the AI protocol. It has to do with access to the compute network. It has to do with multipliers. It has to do with everything. So keep on fucking scratching and ask me that question in a month, and I'll give you the answer. 1 month from today, I'll give you the exact answer. So I'm scratching right now for, who was it, Jiquinta?
Yeah, it's for Jiquinta.
I can punch with my left hand really well, but I can't scratch very good. So this is a very slow go. It's a very slow go.
While you're trying to flex your left bicep and scratch the NUMA scratch card, I'm going to bring up a second part of his question from Jiquinta. So his second part of the question is, as mentioned, I realized that he likes to use this phrase again. As mentioned in the previous AMAs, this Monday, the fan points will be converted to NUMA points. So he wants to have an answer to that question. So over to you, Numa, while you scratch the card with your left bicep.
So I got it done. I had to shift my whole entire body and put my back into it. But you won 1 ton, so congratulations. Jiquinta is winning nonstop in our ecosystem. But to answer that question, we have a technical backlog that's just too big. I've been away a little bit, so just bear with us. We will pull in everything in the community into one place. But right now, I care about getting the white paper out and funding in from some of the big names I've been talking to. And so just sit on it and keep on participating. It's all coming, man. I'm not going anywhere. I'm live on YouTube. I'm live everywhere. I'm more passionate than I've ever been. Just hang in there. We'll consolidate every bit of tech that we have going on right now. I'm very focused on just getting, this stuff out to you guys so you can really know what we're playing for. And it's a much bigger vision than what previously mentioned, what previously thought. So, we have a bit of a technical backlog, and we need to clear that up before the big builds. My desk is a mess from all these scratch cards, man, and my whole everything. It's all over my life. But yeah, so we'll get to that. Boom. This has been a long one, 2 hours. I hope it was okay for you guys. I had fun. I needed this today. I had a rough day. I'm building a pool at my house, and I'm building a pool because I bought my house with a tiny little pool. It was more like a bathtub, an outdoor bathtub. And anyways, these fucking stupid ass builders did the foundation, but they didn't come back for a long time. And then the hole collapsed and it busted down the foundation. So I had a pretty rough day, and I I really needed this. It was a lot of fun. Now my destroyed pool doesn't seem like such of a big deal, and I appreciate you guys for that. And yeah, I'm sure you didn't know that that's what I use you for. But sometimes I need a little bit of support and help. So this was amazing and beautiful. And of course, Louis Dog, I appreciate you more than anything. And it's been a fun thing. The rest of the week, we're going to be building like crazy. Hopefully I can get this white paper out to you guys by the end of the week. And from there, hopefully you guys go wild and crazy, because I think it's revolutionary. I think I can compete with the best of the best of the best. And that's the best across all platforms, across every industry. I think I can compete with all of them. And you guys are in at the very beginning. So I appreciate you guys. I thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. I hope you enjoyed my yellow jumpsuit that was given to me from Adidas on behalf of the Bored Apes and CryptoPunks. And I hope that you guys enjoyed it. So Louis Dog, any final words before I shut down and get back to my white paper and figuring out what happened to it?
The final words is, let's run the Moon Track song. It really hypes us up, and let's start the week with a bang and start getting monetized and start building life-changing money.
Boom. Young X, OX3B, Omiya. Thank you so much for joining the program. We appreciate you guys. We love the participation big time. OX3B, big fan. I think you're a fucking legend. So let's fucking go. Thanks to everybody that joined today, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace out and have a wonderful week.
Oh, what a chance. Rolling the dice. Hoping for that lucky spin. Oh, what a chance. You got my heart win. With every transaction, I'm feeling so alive. Oh, what a chance. You make my spirit thrive. Oh, what a chance. You make my spirit thrive.
All right, one more time.
Moon, moon, oh, you shine so bright. Got that crypto fever, keep me up all night. Investing in the mean, taking a thrilling ride. Moon, 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 moon. Trading in the darkness, taking on the risk. Watching those numbers coming, feeling the bliss. Moon, 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 you got me in a trance. Hope this meme coin journey never ends.